From the heart of Kansas City, we bring you Buck and Bob from Chiefs Kingdom with no Buck plus a Tom. What's
I'm
up, Tom?
Tom.
I'm Bob. And yeah, we didn't practice that. We don't know how to do this. We got to somehow change the branding because Tom's here to stay, and I
Oh,
don't know what to. We've got so much branding and the website and everything else. It's like almost impossible to change at this point. But we'll figure something out. We'll add something to the end instead of from Chiefs Kingdom or something. It'll be fucking Bob and Friends, or I don't know, something. Fucking Bob and Tom.
I'm not just friends, right?
Well, that would include Melissa too. Like
Oh yeah,
that's why we really want to change it to where we're all three incorporated, but changing like the logo or something would be easy, but changing the name is so hard across all the platforms, the website, everything else. It'll just be it's just gonna I don't know. We'll tell you what we figure out though, but whoa, for right now, dude, Broncos exposed. Dude, Broncos are not winning. If you can take something away from this week, the Broncos are not winning the Super Bowl. And Tom's been saying that forever, but now I'm a believer in what Tom's been saying.
I have been saying it. I mean, I think they're a little fraudulent. Their defense is great. Their offense is not great. Nick's shows that he's not him. He's really not. Sorry, Broncos fans, but that's just how that is. I mean, the story, if you want to talk about the one seed and who has a chance to go win the Super Bowl, go look up in New England. Drake May. He's him. But
Drake May, yep.
Bo Nix doesn't have that. And I think
Bo
the
Nix
Chiefs
could
showed
grow
it.
into it, though. I mean, like, we have to remember, these guys are still young. Most quarterbacks don't start out like, Pat did. And Pat even started a year late, I mean, Pat wouldn't have had the start he had that we know of without being behind Alex Smith. He's talked about that many times. So Bo
Agreed.
Nix still has time.
100%. And I'm not saying Bo Nix is bad. And I'll tell you what, when it's time, Bo Nix is clutch. I mean, that guy comes up at the end of games. You can't take that away from him.
Yep.
But it's those other 3 quarters that, if they could put a full game together, they could be very, very dangerous.
Yep. So I'm not exactly. I wish that I could just be like, he's. I could just feel confident that he's never going to turn into something good, something extraordinary. But I don't know that that's the case. But I know right now, I agree with you. He's not it. And I mean, they would have to. There's going to be someone in the playoffs that knows how to score on the Broncos, and that's gonna be it. Like that's just like they're gonna know. They're gonna have their weakness, and they're gonna score. Because I mean, dude, and I don't know. Maybe the Broncos are just falling off right now because, dude, they started out. I mean, getting so many sacks, but that has slowed down, and then they're still in the lead by a ton. But they come into Arrowhead, and on an offensive line where we're on the third string tackles on each side. And I mean that like there are the 4 tackles total in front of them hurt. And they get 1 sack. Now, a lot of that goes to Chris Oladokun. He had really good pocket presence, and he did really good stepping in, inside away from the tackles. And that's what I think Mahomes kind of struggled with a lot this year. He tried to go to the outside rather than stepping in and then break it out. But they might have been doing a different tackle thing because like that didn't look like the offensive line protection schemes that I had seen. It looked like they might have simplified it for the younger guys. A lot of the plays looked like they were kind of simplified. So
I don't disagree with that. I mean, I think they went back to keep it simple, stupid, and just fundamentals, go out there, try to move the ball, which they didn't do a great job at.
no, not great, but
the game was entertaining. I'll tell you what, when it started, I said 52-3 Broncos, and I was pleasantly wrong.
Dude, we were at halftime, and I was like, dude, we might be able to win this game. This is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It
and
just
that would have been so
absolutely.
sweet. I mean, to take one away from them would have been sweet, but they could still not win the West.
Yeah, isn't that
The
crazy?
Chargers win out. It's the Chargers.
Yep.
So
And they could go down to the 5th seed. I Someone said even the 6th seed, but I don't see how they go down to the 6th seed. I was actually going to look that up. But we ended up. Sorry, guys. Just a heads up. We were supposed to get this podcast to you a lot earlier. We all have families. This holiday season was nuts. It was actually my fault we didn't get it out Friday. Sorry, guys. This doesn't happen very often, but there's just a lot going on. So
it's kind of a crazy week.
yeah, but yeah, let me look up current AFC playoff picture. NFL.com. Okay, so yeah, so they could. Well, see if the Texans went out. I mean, they could. I guess they could turn into the 6th seed because of the Bills.
Yeah, well, and if they don't win the division, they're automatically 5th seed.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, but I didn't realize the Bills. I thought the Bills were 10-5, not 11-4, and have a chance to be 12-4 here in a second.
And that's my team. I'm going to continue to ride with them. The Chiefs are out of it, so I'm hopping on the Bills bandwagon. Josh Allen has brought me many a fantasy football championship, so I'm going to ride with that guy, I'm going to ride with him.
Yeah, well, and I have a lot of Bills friends, and I really think the Bills Mafia is very similar to Chiefs Kingdom, and they've never had one. I want them to win. I was talking to my brother-in-law, and he was saying, no way, he doesn't want the Bills to win. He'd rather the Broncos to win. And I was like, dude, I don't want anybody who has won a Super Bowl to win.
Well, and especially not the Broncos. It would suck to watch the Chargers go on some kind of run, but I don't know what it is about the Chargers. It's just kind of like, man, it's the Chargers. But the Broncos, God, no. Anything bad that can happen to them, I'm for it. I'm in full support.
Well, I don't want people that already have Super Bowls to win, because now we're at a point with the amount of Super Bowls that we've won that we can become one of the best franchises of all time, right? And so I don't want anybody else getting any more, especially the Patriots. You know what I mean? So
yeah, no kidding.
So like I want to, and he's like, who even cares about that? I just care about what's happened in my lifetime. I'm like, I care about it. I care about the history of it. I cared about the Super Bowl that I was, that happened, 20 some years before I was born. 30 some years before I was born. I don't know however long it was, but yeah, I was proud of that one and told stories about my mom telling me stories about it. So yeah. So, and dude, another thing, man, God, I love Chiefs Kingdom, dude. We're out of it. Playing for nothing.
Yeah.
Christmas Day. And it's packed and sold out. And the fans are still in it. The 12th man is still helping the Chiefs out. Andy Reid talked about it after the game and just said the guys he was like, the guys have been here and won every time. They were blown away by the amount of support, even though they're out of the playoffs. And I was like, that had to be a goosebump feeling for them, being like, they still love us? Like, good on you, Chiefs Kingdom. It always brings a tear to my eye, man. Like, I'm getting a little watery. Like, we are one of the, if not the best fan base on the planet, and it doesn't include, it includes some of the new fans, because some of them are going to be like us, but it doesn't include the bandwagoners. Bandwagoner, just by definition, is they'll be on to somebody else next year, so we'll be done with them. They'll be back when they realize we're not done. So
I was impressed. I mean, when you saw for the week leading up to it that, you can get into Arrowhead for as cheap as $40, I was like, oh no, man, it's going to be empty out there. This is nationally televised on Christmas, and no way. They cut to the stadium and it was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Kingdom, man.
It was awesome, man. I just it made me feel so much a great sense of pride just
Yeah.
just in our whole fan base because we do this content stuff and I see so many comments of people just dogging on the Chiefs and stuff. And I'm sure there's people there that are bitching about the Chiefs, in the stands, but they're there and they're cheering their team on. They're not there booing. I mean, did I tell you guys? I didn't tell you. It was the coolest thing, and I'm sure they tried to hide it on the broadcast. But the game that I went to, the Chargers game, 2 times during the game, the entire Arrowhead chanted, "You refs suck! You refs suck! You refs suck!"
Yeah.
I mean, it was crazy.
Well, that pass interference call. I mean, people are still talking about that pass interference call from the Chargers game.
Yeah, the fell down call.
Yeah, you can tackle somebody mid route and wrap your arms around
Yep.
them. It's fine. Whatever.
Somehow you tap
Whatever. We get all
somebody
the
on
calls.
the shoulder and they trip and you get called. That's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it did just I couldn't say enough about the pride that I felt seeing everybody in the crowd, and I know Kelce did because Kelce was like there. Probably some of that could be people wanting to see Kelce, on Arrowhead for the last time, and he was just like, he was like, we've been waiting for so long and just didn't know if people would be showing up.
Yeah.
And it's
I
crazy.
mean, look, since you brought it up, it's what everybody's talking about right now. What do you think? What are your feelings right now? If you had to put money one way or another right now, is he coming back?
I'm still on my initial that I said I said when we got knocked out. I said I think he wanted to retire last year and we win the Super Bowl, he retires. I think he wanted to retire this year, but going out, the last meaningful play he ever had was he tips it to the defender and kind of cost the game late in the game. Like, I think he's not going to be able to go out like that, and he's going to come back.
Yeah.
But I think it's very possible that he'll be able to take a team friendly deal. He made the funniest joke at the podium. He was like, "Yeah, I was looking at the Powerball as I was driving to work the other day, and I just thought, man, if I just win that, I'll never have to work again a day in my life."
Yeah. What was it? He framed it by saying that the only time that he thought about retiring was when he was looking at the Powerball sign on the way into the stadium. So,
Oh man, yeah,
yeah,
like,
I've got a feeling that he is going to be back. I didn't really get that finality sense from him after the game. I felt like he was looking at it like, all right, let's come back here next year and do this instead of this is the last time I'm going to stand on this field.
yeah, and I think he does want to have a conversation with everybody and just kind of get it, get like, what do the Chiefs want? Also, what is like, is it smart for him to come back if he has to, because like it's gonna be hard to lowball him on a 1-year contract because the Players Association is gonna be like, dude, he was a top 5 tight end last year. Like, how are you giving him 1.5 mil? That's a little shady. And I mean, they do that. That's why Pat couldn't take a super easy contract. And so, yeah, I think he wants to also see, give it a little bit more time to see how close Pat's going to be at the start. Because I don't think he wants to come back if he plays for any other team or if Pat's out half of the season. I just don't know.
Yeah, I think a lot of it's going to hinge on that, obviously, and we're way too early to make any guesses on what Mahomes' status is going to be at the beginning of the season. I feel good about it because the guy's a freak of nature, but I mean, we're still as early as we can be in this process. So,
Yep. The fact that they were able to get it before swelling jumped in was just, I think, a huge thing, especially for the LCL part of it.
yeah.
So being able to reattach that quickly just meant there's all the, we've talked about it before, but that 2 weeks while the swelling goes down, there's like healing process that they have to like recorrect when they go in to actually do the surgery later, and that's a big part. And him doing exercises the next day is a huge part, and him, I guess he's still in the facility at times, like, and he's there. So yeah, I think gut wise, I think he comes back. Buck, you're in chat. What do you think? You think he comes back? You think no? You're not gonna be able to give a long drawn out one, but yeah, I don't know. What does the rest of chat think? Oh, dude, should I do? We don't have many people here today, so I guess I need to remember when we had, because we've had like a good 20 to 40 to even sometimes 60 people in chat. I need to do polls when we have that many people.
Yeah.
And I forget. I forget to do it. So you guys need
Buck
to help me
says,
remember
I'm more
that.
convinced than I was a few days ago. More convinced of what, Buck?
That he's coming back.
Oh, I gotcha.
I'm guessing, but because he didn't think he was coming back. So
I
if he's
didn't
saying
either.
it like this, then I think he's saying coming back. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Buck, I think you and I are pretty much, I think we've been aligned on this entire conversation for the past few weeks. We keep kind of, but yeah.
Yeah. And
I'm
I'm
not so sure he's leaving.
Yeah, I've been the one that's just been just because of that last play, and just because I know what a competitor Kelce is. I just don't think he's going to be able to go out like that. And I don't know. Yeah. I don't even know how I feel about it, but I want him on the team if he's coming back. I mean, I don't want to see him ever in another jersey.
He's not going to go anywhere else. There's no way. I mean, if it comes down to play for the Chiefs for less money or go somewhere else for more money, he's going to retire.
I hope that if he does come back, they do a thing where they're saying, "Hey, you're going to play more around 65 to 70% of the snaps," and I think that makes him better in the long run. Because remember us talking about, or me talking about how Chris Jones needed to get way less snaps, and we would see him get better because of that.
Yep.
Because the last 2 years they've just bombarded him with like 95% of the snaps, right? And they the percentage, I got it right here. So Chris Jones was a monster this game. If I could pull the sheet down here. Chris Jones was an absolute monster this game, and he played. He played 53% of the snaps and was a monster. And you felt like he was on the field at all times, man. Like that's what we need to do with him next year all the time. Not 53%. I think that's a little low, but get him more around to like 78 to 83% playtime. And I think he's going to be I'm still going to be a monster.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely still got gas in the tank. At the end of the game, that was rough. That was definitely rough when he jumped, and the Broncos got exactly what they wanted, which I gotta say, I kind of went off on that at the moment when that play was going on anyways. When it's 4th and 2, it's a tie ball game, there's a minute and a half, and they decide to go for it instead of kicking the field goal. When you've got that defense, what are you doing? Why are you not taking the 3-point lead and saying, go ahead, try it?
Yeah.
And I thought that was a weird call by the Broncos, but then Chris obliged and they ended up getting their first down anyways. But
I think they were just trying to draw him off sides. I think they were going to kick the field goal regardless. I think they were just going to back up 5 yards. I think they were going to take the delay game, back up 5 yards, and just kick it. Like, I really did, because at that
Which just
distance,
bugs
it's
the hell out of
almost,
me. They were right.
yeah.
So,
And Chris after the game was like, they mentioned it right off the bat, and he just cut off the journalist and he goes, "I know, man, I know." Like he's just like, he was like, "I thought I saw the guard twitch, and I jumped, and then I thought I got back before he actually reacted." Which, for anybody who doesn't understand that rule, I didn't. I had to look it up because I thought as long as he didn't touch the player, you were fine. But if you jump off sides and you make a offensive lineman react, then it is like encroachment, or you are offsides. But if you get back set before they react, it's not really supposed to be a penalty. And I thought he got back a half second before the guy actually.
I thought it was real close.
Yeah, it was real close. But I mean, it was a fair penalty, and if it was called on the field as that, it was hard to say that it wasn't that. Looking at the replay too, so. But I mean, that's just been kind of the story of the year for everybody, is just mistakes at crucial times, and that's what he said too, and you know, it's a bummer. Speaking of the defensive line, dude, the Chiefs just put out this video today, and I lost my shit. I've only watched half an hour of it, but it's Chris Jones, George Karlaftis, Ashton Gelati, Mike Padell, what's his name? Derek Nottie, and then Mike Dana, and they're all sitting at a table with a girl at a podium at the head of the table, and they're playing Dungeons and Dragons. and dude, oh my God, Derek Nottie is intense. Looking at his like stats, and he's like, I mean, super intense. He's like, and then getting excited when he rolls. He was like, I got a 13 plus my perception bonus, so I got 16. And Mike Pinnell is talking as his character in the third person the entire time, and he's like, it's hilarious, man. I mean, it's hilarious. I was just cracking up that they did that, and it's just something that a lot of people are into, but they don't talk about it a lot with a lot of people. Like, I have a bunch of friends that played Dungeons and Dragons. I've never actually played the sit-down one legit. When I was a kid, we kind of pretended to play it, but we didn't really know the rules. But I've played like Baldur's Gate, and that's how I learned Dungeons and Dragons, because it's the same exact rule set. But it's so funny just watching him. Oh, dude. Yep. King Jamie played. But yeah, it was fun to just see them joking around and having a good time, and I'm gonna watch the whole thing. I thought it was absolutely marketing genius.
Seen that. So the Chiefs put that out?
It's on the Chiefs channel.
Okay.
And it's called like Dungeons and Tackles or something like that. Or it's but they just put it out to 2 days. So if you go to their website, you'll be able to find it.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch the rest of it later. Oh man. But yeah, it was a good way to like humanize the defensive line and get people to know their personalities and stuff. And you know, I think those out of the box thinking and videos are pretty neat. Just, you know, especially to show, because sometimes we forget that these are people, man, and we talk major smack on them, and you know, like, but these are all people, even the ones on other teams, you know. So I thought it was great.
Let's get back to bitching about this real quick, because we do it every week, and I feel like this week it's justified as well. But
okay.
Rashard Smith, man, the guy's looking good out there. I mean, when the guy touches the ball, he looks good. And so the entire coaching staff is, we should not have him touch the ball.
I do not get it one bit. You saw like that TD shows that he's got that extra sense, that I mean that way to break a tackle, that extra effort that we've just been missing from running backs. And you know, Hunt had it when he was younger, but I mean he's older now. And dude, I do not understand one little bit. I don't understand why we're running Pacheco so much. I mean, all I could think of is
9 carries for 32 yards
yeah,
with
and
Pacheco.
some people say like maybe they're trying to get certain players have stuff in their contract about playing time, like certain bonuses, and they're trying to be true to them and let them get their bonuses. And some people, that's a guess by people. Some people say that maybe they're trying to help Pacheco find a job next year, but I feel fairly confident that we're not going to sign Pacheco to another deal unless he's going at league minimum, which maybe he is willing to do that. I don't know.
Why? Even at league minimum, do we need this guy on the team? And I love Pacheco.
I don't think we do either. That's the thing. That's why I don't get. And King Jamie in chat says maybe they're trying to get value from Pacheco for a trade, but I mean, they're not going to get a trade for him for it.
Yeah, I don't know. The rest of the league sees.
Yeah, 6th or 7th round. Yeah, I mean, that's not going to happen, and you could be getting meaningful stats from other. I wonder if the Chiefs are trying to hide what they have for next year because they want to make sure that they don't get anybody poached. I don't know. But I mean, if you're playing people that are, I just figured play people that are on contract for next year. They're not going to get poached unless you're planning on like moving people to the practice squad. But I think you move Brashard Smith to the practice squad, he's gone. Like he's gone immediately. So I don't even see how that would be a thing either. I'm just trying to think of anything out of the box to why they wouldn't.
It was pretty funny though at our Christmas party. We're all watching the game, and Pacheco breaks that it was like a 13-yard run or something like that, and he gets up and he's all tough like I'm Pacheco, and every single person watching the game was like, "Sit down." God damn it!
That was,
and then of course the next time he was handed the ball, it was for a loss of 2.
Well, that's unfortunately what he's getting to, because that was what was happening with Sky Moore. Sky Moore would finally catch a ball and act like he just won the Super Bowl, celebrating, and people are like, dude, stop. Yeah. Like it's a bummer because he's such a good guy. He's done, he doesn't make a ton, but he's done so much for the city and everything else. Like even though he doesn't make a ton,
it breaks my heart that he's no good at running back. Because
yeah, it does
as a
me
person,
too.
I think he's awesome.
Yep, I think the same, and I really think that those injuries. I mean, those injuries are most likely the reason. Like he was much better. He was much better. He just has not come back and been that same power, and with those knee injuries, like he probably will never have that same power again. That's why it's kind of a bummer.
So let me ask you this, slight change of topic, but Buck and I were talking about this the other day, and I have an idea for what we do with the Matt Nagy situation, and that's obviously cut him loose. But then the next question is, who comes in and takes that spot? And I know that a lot of people are saying, well, let's go get Bieniemy. And look,
I wouldn't mind that. I'm not really pushing for that, but wouldn't mind.
Sure, I feel like it's a step backwards, though. We've been there. I do think that it's going to be hard to talk him out of what he's got going on right now as well. I mean, he's got a pretty cush gig at a team that's going to be strong in the playoffs. And so I was thinking about it, and why not Cliff Kingsbury? Why do we not go get him as the offensive coordinator, as somebody who, I mean, only second to Andy Reid knows Patrick Mahomes? And
his former college guy,
yeah,
the guy Okay.
And he was formerly the head coach out in Arizona. Now he's the offensive coordinator for the Washington football team. And I say that we bring him on over and give him that little promise of heir apparent. Come in, be the offensive coordinator under Andy. You'll be in charge of your guy. And then when Andy's ready to go, I mean, maybe it's yours. So I've been thinking about that for a few days and I get excited thinking about it. So,
And it looks like he has been hinting at leaving in 26.
well, and he is an offensive minded coach. I mean, everybody knows about the air raid offense and at Texas Tech. Now, he didn't invent that, but boy, he ran that real well down there when he was the head coach at Texas Tech. And then in Arizona, I'm not exactly sure what happened. They weren't terrible, but they weren't good by any means. I think they just couldn't get the pieces to fit together. But as an offensive minded
Sounds
coach,
like it's the quarterback that was the problem there.
well,
Everything I've heard.
yeah.
Sounds like if you have to have must do this much film study every week written into your contract, that's probably a problem.
It's a good point. And so that's why I'm saying that's the thing that I think I want to see happen in the offseason the most. I want to see Kingsbury come in here and be the new OC.
I love that because it's a completely different, like it's a new thought process coming in, younger, yeah, I like that a lot because I want somebody to shake Andy up and shake up, get him doing different things that he's not used to,
And he knows Mahomes. So
yeah.
it would be a lot of fun. So that's my wish list. I know Christmas is already passed, but that's what I'm putting on my Christmas wish list is let's see this happen in the offseason.
Yeah, I mean, and I think Matt Nagy's gone for sure. I mean, they didn't. He's not even under contract. Right? I think.
Yeah,
Like I just hope he lands somewhere because I don't want to like pity keep him. That would really upset me.
that would be terrible. I
Yeah,
mean, there's feelings, and then there's running a football organization, and I believe everybody's being paid to run a football organization and not be the HR guy. So.
yeah. I think that would be interesting. That would be interesting.
All right, so you heard it here first, unless somebody else has said it, but I haven't heard it out of anybody else's.
I haven't heard. I consume a lot of Chiefs content. Not a whole ton of national media Chiefs content because it's usually half the time it's wrong. But I consume a lot of the local content creators, and I don't think I've heard anybody say anything about that. I'm down because I really think that everybody keeps talking about Chucky, but I mean that dude, he's got a lot of enemies in the NFL right now, and specifically the one running the NFL. So I just don't know that that's a thing. But I guess you can. There are current NFL coaches that are currently suing the league. So I guess you're not completely screwed out of getting a job because you're suing the NFL. So that was new to me. I thought it'd be a conflict of interest or something. Like they'd have to, they'd have to have you on leave or something if you were inactive, like whatever. But no.
And an ongoing lawsuit.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just not a thing. I had no idea. But okay, I'm down with that. Yeah, I'm down. I'm just down with someone young, hungry, and a different coaching style thought process than somebody from the Andy Reid tree.
Agreed.
And Buck says, a good point, and he's not a yes man. At least I hope. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but
I doubt he is. I mean, it's tough for a yes man to have head coaching tenure, really. And so, I mean, he's been a head coach at the college and the pro level. I'd imagine he's probably not a yes man.
Well, Matt Nagy's been a head coach too, and
yeah,
sure
but
he's a yes man.
Has he? I mean, he spent a winter in Chicago, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That yeah,
I feel
Bad
like he
day.
was a rental that whole time that he was in Chicago, and they were like, "Well, the lease is up. You guys can have him back." We're like, "No, no, we're good. We're damn it."
Another thing I saw in the game, and I just hate to say it, but I was right about this all along. Noel Williams looking like the man.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, Christian Fulton looking great out there. I just the Noel Williams thing still bugs me to death because we could have been so powerful just leaving McDuffie in the slot, especially on certain games. There are certain wide receiver ones that McDuffie's fine, but the ones that he's not fine, let big old tall Noel get out there and go. Like I just don't. And dude, he's so good against the run too. Like I mean, he was awesome this game. And then anybody who talks smack on Bolton, I've been saying it all year, and you were just so wrong. Nick Bolton is the man, and
Yes.
yeah, he struggles a little bit in coverage. Everybody's got weaknesses. They just should be scheming to not put him in trouble. So I'm sorry, man. He's a monster, and he was a monster in that game too. So
I
I
mean,
still stand correct about that, and love that so many of the Kansas City content creators hated him.
I think
And
that's so silly. I mean, that guy is in on every tackle, on every play, regardless of where it's taking place on the field. Nick Bolton has an engine that doesn't stop, man. I mean, he is always ball hunting.
yep, and
And yeah,
a smart mind, everything. I mean, it's awesome to see him go. Oh man, it was actually pretty neat to see Chris Oladokin. I mean, it definitely doesn't have stats that make you think NFL quarterback, but his his like his pocket presence was awesome, and him getting away from trouble, and then him. He's obviously been studying Mahomes because him running to the line and then throwing at the last minute. I mean, Mahomes-esque. He doesn't have the other basic throws down the field. Like he just doesn't have that part in his game, and I don't really know that we had the staff in there for him to do that anyway. I mean, there was no Rice. There's no
right.
what's his name? I mean, he basically like he didn't really have anybody. Like he had Hollywood Brown, you know, he had Xavier Worthy, which Xavier Worthy looked like shit this game. Like, why is he not? Everybody's going on injured reserve and getting their stuff fixed. Worthy, we want you to be good next year, bro. Just go get your surgery. It'll be better for your whole. Like you're taking unnecessary chances right now to re-injure that when you don't need to, man. I know you want to play. And you've got the heart, but we know that. Just go take care of yourself, buddy. Just get out of here.
Well, Oladokin was 13 for 22 for
66
66
yards.
yards
Mm-hmm.
and a
One
touchdown,
TD.
no picks.
Yep.
No picks. What? He was only sacked once? Is that right?
Once.
Yeah. So not bad. Let's
Yep.
compare that to old Bo Nix, 26 for 38, 182 yards, an average of 4.8 yards per completion, one touchdown, one interception, and also sacked once. So quite pedestrian.
Yeah, I mean
A step above third string quarterback.
they're kind of like very similar quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But Bo definitely has a better arm, I think. But
Yeah.
I mean, it was great. I mean, they just went out and tried. Brashard Smith, long, was a kickoff return or a punt return? I think it was a punt. No, it was a kickoff return. That was super long, wasn't it?
Was
No,
it kickoff?
it was a punt. It was a punt return. He did have a kickoff return that was 30 yards also. So
yeah, he had kick returns. He had 3 for 76 yards. So he averaged 25.3 yards. His longest was 30. Punt returns 2 for 55. The long one of those two being 44
44.
yards. So
Yep.
yeah, I mean, at the very least, why is he not doing that? Explain to me why Remigio was back there all season long, running sideways, not getting away from anybody, no vision down the field,
Taking up a
nothing.
roster spot that could have kept Essapol here early on. I mean, he literally was taking up a roster spot just for punt returns because he wasn't doing all of the kick returns. Like,
Yes.
it's just
It
it's
blows
crazy.
my mind. I want to know why everybody hates Brashard Smith in that organization. Like, what did he do? Did he like, I don't know, piss on somebody's car out in the parking lot or something? Like, what happened where everybody's like, nope, we're not letting you.
Do you think Dave Tobe is just snake bit from Sky Moore and is like, I need somebody out there who for sure catches it. I don't care how far you go. I just need you to catch that ball.
You think it's the number 24? He's like, 24, you're in. Oh, never mind. No, God, anybody but him.
Yeah, I just like
now, Coach, we switched him out. It's not him. It's
I will say I did see at training camp, I watched a few of the punt catch drills, and I saw Worthy like not catch a lot of them, and I saw a lot of the guys out there not catching a lot of them, and Remigio always did catch them. So that might have been that might have just been the thing and just scared. But I never saw Brashard Smith in on those drills, so I don't know exactly what that was about. I saw Brashard Smith running TDs in 11 on 11 drills, from the backfield, which I thought we were going to see a lot more. I mean, I don't know why we didn't see that a lot more, and I don't know why we didn't see Noel a lot more and Hicks a lot more when they were just good this game. And the Broncos are not good, guys. That's one thing.
That impressive. They're really not.
That's one Christmas, miracle that you can take and you can be happy with. And I mean, if they could only get one sack on this depleted offensive line, they're not going to win a Super Bowl. That part makes me happy.
I don't know that they're going to win a playoff game. I mean, a Super Bowl is comical. Winning a playoff game is going to be a challenge for them.
Especially if they don't get the 1 seed. And man, I really wanted to beat them, dude, because to play spoiler like that.
Oh, I know it.
Would have been just wonderful.
And it is hard to cheer for the Pats, but come on, hang in there. Go get that 1 seed. However, I mean, if the Chargers just take care of business, then the Broncos won't be the 1 seed. So,
which is freaking crazy. That is just absolutely crazy because the Broncos fans were pretty sure. I remember them coming in and telling us, "Thanks for giving us the
it was a done deal.
Division back."
Yep, it was a done deal. We're all idiots. They know football. They've got a dynasty brewing out there. We don't know what we're talking about for the past 10 years in Super Bowl trophies and Pro Bowls and NFL draft and AFC championship appearances and all that. We're a bunch of idiots. These dumb donkeys out there know exactly what they're doing. God, I hope they lose the AFC West. Oh, you sons of bitches.
It would be poetic justice. The definition of it is, and just hearing everybody talk about Bo Nix after that game with the Chiefs, it's like, guys, did you not watch the game? Like, guys, that's not the takeaway of the game. The takeaway of the game is, damn, we barely beat the Chiefs after the Titans just thromped them.
Yeah, we just played the Chiefs practice squad and barely got out of there with a win.
Yeah, the takeaway from that game should be, what's going on?
Meanwhile, last year when they played the practice squad and they're like, what's up? Because they kicked our butts. Yeah, boy, they were real proud about that. I mean, it was the end of their season and all that kind of stuff. But
dude, in that game, we were even playing. Like, we were playing offensive linemen in different spots, like you would in preseason and stuff. Like, we were, we were moving people all over just to see if they might be if it might work out when we're in the playoffs and stuff. We were trying things out. It's hilarious.
God, I hate the donkeys.
But yeah, there's a lot of good to take away from this game, and it makes me excited about the future. I still wish we had seen more from, our boy Burchard. Some people think he's going to move to wide receiver, and I think that's a silly thing to do. I don't. He showed that he could do running back that year in college, like, and he breaks tackles, and we don't need another like. I mean, he's not. I mean, how tall is he? But I don't think we need another shorter wide receiver. Like we've had
No, it's
those
not.
forever. Like we need some bigger guys.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't see the benefit in moving him there. What are they saying? Oh, the running back room is great, so we should go ahead and just move him out to wide receiver. Like, what the hell?
yeah. He's 5'10". I mean, he's literally Brian Westbrook's exact height and weight, almost to the T. Like within like 2 pounds. Like I don't see why we would move him to wide receiver, and no one on the Chiefs has said that. It's just been people speculating that
Oh,
they think, and I'm just like, I don't see how that would be a thing at all, and it would,
bad
you know,
idea.
yeah, it like I saw it when we did it with Cheetah, Tyreek Hill.
Hmm.
And I saw that he was gonna be good at wide receiver, but I don't think Brashard Smith has the ups that he has, and the
No,
speed
he's
and the quickness and everything else.
different beast, that's for sure.
Yeah, and so I just don't think. I think he'll get a little bit stronger, and Andy did say that he'll get a little bit stronger and be better next year. And I'm just like, I feel like he could have been good this year, and it seems the Chiefs' biggest weakness, from what I have noticed, is the fact that seniority seems to play the biggest part in who plays and who doesn't, rather than best player for that situation. 'Cause it really
Yeah,
feels like seeing, because when Jack Cochran came in instead of Bassa, when I forget who got hurt, I was like, what are you doing? I mean, Bassa did play, but it's just like, Jack, why? Just like he's nowhere close to the caliber of player that Bassa is, and they say it's because they know the schemes and stuff. But I've talked to many NFL players that because I was always under the belief that Spags' defense was very complicated. But I've talked to a few different ex NFL players that played defense. They both were 3-4 outside linebackers. So but they said that the 4-3 there's no complicated 4-3. It's just not a complicated defense. It's not even close to what the 3-4 is. And so which I think is true, but my experience with it is Madden, and it's definitely a more complicated defense just on paper. And so I kind of believe him, but Spags' defense is good because he messes with the blitzes and does different things at different times and blitzes, outside corners and stuff like that. And that's what makes like his a
yeah,
little
it's
bit more
it's
complicated.
where and how he applies the pressure. That's
Yeah.
the complication in a Spags defense.
But I don't think there's like super complicated. I don't think it's super complicated anywhere else. I think they're just playing people that they're comfortable with. And you're telling me that you didn't play Noel and you didn't play Hicks because of mistakes, but we see Connor making
Yeah, right.
mistakes right and left. Who I just and Connor, man, I saw him miss that tackle for a loss. I'm just like, dude, wrap him up.
Yep.
But,
Well,
yeah, I don't know. Everything
next-
else, this gives me hope for next season, and I was happy with what happened. That's where I'm at.
Well, we've got the game next week, which we'll probably have an episode Tuesday or Wednesday, probably get it out a little bit earlier in the week. Wednesday, we won't be going on late because it's New Year's Eve. So we'll have to discuss and figure out how we want to do that, but we'll be able to discuss who wants to lose it more for a draft position.
Yeah.
So,
And yeah, probably, I'm guessing it's hard to know. We'll try to put it up early so you guys can see when we're going to do it. But I'm guessing it would either be Thursday because of New Year's, or it would be earlier in the day or early afternoon or something on New Year's Eve. And maybe it'll be Tuesday. I don't know. Just watch the channel and see when it goes up. I'm sorry, guys. We'll be back to a normal-ish schedule, soon here, but especially for the off season, it should be the same day every day like we did last time. So yeah, it's been a weird season, been a weird Christmas, but
it has.
I was happy with what we did, and yeah, that's where I'm at. Guys, check us out later on in the week. There's going to be a little bit of a shorter episode. We still have stuff we're going to do with family now. So, yeah, check us out at buckandbob.com. It's BUKNBOB.com. All of our links to everything's there, Spotify, everything else. If you're on iTunes or Spotify, please leave us a 5-star review. That would be amazing. Maybe if we get more of those, I'll start to read those at the end of the show or something. Just to, so you can get your voice out there.
And I'm Tom. You can find me at my house sipping on some whiskey. Feel free to swing on by.
Yeah, and if you want to find me on X, it's Blazin_Bob. That's BLAZZIN_BOB. It's also all on our website to find everything you need to find. We're out of here, dude.
All right, man.
In honor of Buckman, I'll say, or in honor of Buck, I'll say, I just doxed him. Later in the MJ.